And so then he says, like, so what are you trying to achieve?
I want to lift the moon.
Tinder dominance.
Tinder dominance.
And I was like, well, I've got this big fat new girlfriend, and I want to be able to lift her up and throw her around, right? And he just looked at me deadly seriously, like, okay. And I was like, well, no, that was okay, fine, whatever. And so he was like, do you want to do some training today? And this was last week, and I still had like a sore throat. So I was like, oh no, I've got a sore throat. I've been sucking loads of dicks this week. And again,
you did not fucking say that to him.
He was like, I did say that, and he just looked at me. He didn't want to say anything. He was like, I was like determined to make him crack a smile or something, but he didn't. He was
not
like,
humor that translates like well outside
if someone said to me, I've been sucking a lot of
your
dicks.
office filled with man children. Like that's, you know what I mean? Like you can't.
I was testing him, and it wouldn't.
There's a thing here.
What?
There's a thing here. I purposely go out of my way.
He genuinely now believes that I have a big fat girlfriend and I love sucking dick.
I go out of my way not to go out. But the thing is, when I do go out, I'm fully functional. It's fine. I don't make dick jokes to the wrong people. Nothing like that. I'm fine if I get out there. I don't want to go out there. You, on the other hand, have to force your fucking self to go out there. And then when you do go out there, all you do is start making fucking dick jokes to the wrong people. What the fuck is your problem?
So today, right? Today, he made me go on this cycle machine, which was like you know, like really, really tough, like interval training. Like I only did it for like 3 minutes because basically, like the only session I've done is the first one, which was today, and it was basically just like, you know, are you a noodle arm? Yes, okay. You can't like lift this. You can't do this. Like we're gonna have to work on this, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay. And so he puts me on this like bike, and I did some training, and I was like, I was absolutely dead.
Yeah.
Okay. I walked in today like a baby deer, just like staggered into the office, like feeling like, oh my god, I'm dead. I had to like lie down. That's why I'm late to the recording. So I got home. I was like, oh my god, I'm dead. And so he, at the end of the practice, he said to me like, you know, when was the last time you got a workout like that? And I was like, when I banged your mum last night.
No, okay. I know that you're lying now. There's no fuck.
Again, like, it was like, as soon as I said it, I realized that.
There's no fucking way you did.
He was, I genuinely said
There's
this to him.
There's no way that you're that socially retarded. It's impossible.
I thought he would be fine with it, like cracking a smile.
What made you think that? I mean, me and Flex aren't even laughing at those.
Was it because the first couple of jokes went so well and his stony face, you thought, I must break him with constant jokes about dicks and his mum, and eventually he'll go, you know what, I can't keep it professional anymore.
There's no fucking way. Either that, or you're the guy I read about. You're the guy I read about that has like early onset dementia. And is having a weird fucking time of it, and you're gonna die in like a year, man.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I am gonna not change. I am gonna carry on trolling the fuck out of this guy until he snaps.
Dude, that's not trolling though. That's just being a cunt.
Yeah, so I went to the gym yesterday. Saw my personal trainer. I got a little story. About him.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, let's hear it.
Here it comes.
So. Basically, you know, go in there, and I get there at like, you know, normal time, 9 o'clock. And
did you just walk in and you say, "Hey, what's up, dick face? I'm back from my vacation." It was a really lavish one too. I bet you've never been on one of those. Was that like your opening thing to him?
Yeah, pretty much. Just like I was just
really trying to think of like the most inappropriate thing you could say to him.
The really cocky like nod and wink. You know,
right? Oh, okay, yeah, good.
And of course, he's chatting away with this young-looking blonde girl in a tight tracksuit or whatever.
Right.
And I was like, okay. And so then we start working out and stuff. And he says, "Oh, I tore one of my glutes."
Right.
Wow. Did he request that you rub his glute better?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And then.
Did you have to massage his torn glute?
So I said, did you get that from all the gay sex?
You didn't.
Right. Yeah, I did.
You fucking did not. There's no fucking way you did.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
There's no way you said
You're
that.
a functioning human being, Lewis. I don't believe this story. Right off the bat.
Now,
yeah.
What had happened at like 5 minutes before that?
This sounds so outlandish. You have to you honestly, you have to record it to prove it now.
This is genuinely true. And then what happened 5 minutes before that was a woman had like approached us, okay, like way too old to look like she's being in the gym,
And she was like, so like a blonde woman wearing like a sort of baggy tracksuit, and she said, "Do you know anything about hands?" to my trainer, to David.
Hands?
Yeah, and David was like, "What do you mean?" And she said, "Well, I've got this lump on my hand, and it really hurts when I lift weights and stuff." And he was like, "Oh, well, you might have fractured your little bone in your wrist. You need to be careful with that. So go and have an X-ray." And she was like, "Okay, thanks for the tip." And she went
Probably
off.
a tendon.
So when I said to him, is that from all the gay sex you've been having? After he told me about his torn butt muscle,
Yeah.
he said, "I have a girlfriend. You met her earlier." And I said, "You're going out with that old woman?"
There's no fucking way. This is all in your fucking dreams, man. There's no way you said this stuff to this guy. Like, you don't even know him. How many times you been in the gym now? Can we get 4, 5 times maybe?
I've been like,
you're not on terms with this guy where you can say this shit to him.
We are now fine. He cracked a smile and he was like, "No, the girl earlier," and then we had a little laugh about it, and it was fine. It was actually fine. Okay.
God damn. You know how he tore a glute? Because when he's been working with you, he has to go and work out so fucking hard to get all his anger out to work with the next person. He's tearing glutes.
He probably fucking strangles his girlfriend like every goddamn day and then screams your name at the same time.
She asked for that though, so it's fine.